Hi everybody, today I'm going to replace a Lutron dimmable light switch with a Leviton non-dimmable switch. I am not an electrician, I'm just an avid do-it-yourselfer, so take everything I do today with a grain of salt. The first thing you'll notice is I've already taken off the 8 screws holding the faceplate in, and just so you know, I've already turned off the power to these light switches. So that's where we start today. Let's get going. Since I've already taken off the screws, the first thing I'm going to do is lift the faceplate off and set it aside. You'll now see all of the set screws for each light switch. I'm not going to touch these 3. I'm only going to replace the one on the far right side. To do this, and just a reminder, the power is turned off to this light switch. To do this, all you do is you're going to take out these 2 set screws and lift the light switch off the wall. It's just a standard Phillips head screwdriver. Sometimes these screws can be pretty long, so just be prepared for that. Look at how long those are. There we go. There's one. And there's the second one. The next thing we're going to do is just gently lift the light switch away from the wall. And you'll have to kind of slowly do it to see how much wire you have to work with. And in this case, they gave us some pretty good amount of slack, as you'll see. So we have a ground wire and we have a positive and a negative. The next thing I'm going to do is I put on rubber gloves just to pull the wires out. A little bit of hand protection. I'm going to pull the positive and the negative wires out to give myself a little more room to work. And there you have it. So we've got the positive and the negative here. Very simply, I'm going to disconnect the ground, the positive and the negative, and this light switch will pull out. Next, I'm going to disconnect the wire nuts from each of the positive and the negative. Set them aside and then disconnect both of those wires. Once the wire nuts are off, you can just unwind the positive and the negative to get them completely disconnected. And then you'll see the previous owner of this house just wrapped the ground wire around the base, which is not really the appropriate way to do this. So I'm just going to jiggle it off. It's on there pretty good, actually. I'm going to get a pair of wire cutters and cut that off. So now I just grabbed a pair of wire cutters and I'm going to just cut this wire as close to the light switch as I can. Give me as much to work with. And then there you go. The old light switch is out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the end of the black wire or the negative wire off and then strip it a little bit cleaner. So just take some snips, cut that off, and then take my wire strippers and we're going to just give it a nice clean end. Just like that. So looking at the new Leviton light fixture, it has the positive and negative terminals on the side, and then on the other side is the ground connection. So I'm going to start by putting the positive and the negative on, and then lastly hook up the ground. Slide it all the way in, and then just tighten the set screw down. Make sure it's in there properly. And snug it up. And there's the negative hooked up. Next, I'll just hook the positive to the positive. Same way. Now this one's a little bit shorter. They didn't give me much to work with here. So I'm Kind of have to push the negative cable in, give yourself room to work, and then the positive slides in the exact same way. Give yourself enough of a connection there. Boy, they really didn't give me much to work with. There we go. So positive is in. Now I will tighten the set screw to get a good firm connection. So positive is connected, negative is connected. The final step is to hook up the ground wire to the other side. To do this, you just gently spin it around, and there is the ground wire set screw. What I do now is give the ground wire a little bit of a bend, because it's just going to go around that set screw, and then you hold it in place while you're screwing in the set screw. And by hooking that wire in there, it stays in place. And I hold the wire while giving it the final screw. Very secure in there. So now I'm going to kind of pull it out away from everything else, and I'm going to go turn on the power before I put this all back together and make sure that the lights work. Now the power is back on, so if I did everything properly, the lights should come on when I turn on this switch. And they do. They came on behind me. Perfect. I'm going to go turn the power off and put this back together. Okay, so the power is back off. So what I'm going to do now is gently push these wires back into the box so that I can get the light switch set screws to connect. So I'll just gently push back, making sure the ground's not touching anything. And there's the top set screw. Goes into place. Just get a couple of threads in there and then set the bottom one in as well. And there it goes. And what I do is I tend to straighten it up so it's going to go in there right. And take a quick look behind there to make sure that the wires aren't going to get pinched or anything. And then I'll fully set these, kind of alternating as I go. Do the top first, a few turns, and the bottom, a few more turns, until it sets itself in there. Now before I really tighten these up, I'm going to lift the cover plate into place, the face plate, and make sure that they all line up. And then I can adjust it a little bit at the end. Just like that. Do the final tightening. One more on the top. And we should be good to go. Last thing I'm going to do is put the faceplate back on, double check that everything is good, no wires are sticking out, we didn't forget anything. Set the faceplate back on, and then you take these tiny little screws, all 8 of them, and we'll put them into place. And the final screw will complete all 8. And there we go. I've replaced the old dimmer switch with a new straight switch. And that is it. I'm going to go turn the power back on to this light switch and I should be good to go. The reason that I did this to begin with was this dimmer switch was causing problems with my LED light fixtures. And I don't know how old this was, but better safe than sorry to replace it. Plus, we didn't really need a dimmer in our bathroom. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've included a link to this light switch in the description page. Thanks for watching.